Hey, everyone, and welcome to the Sales Unscripted podcast. I am one of your hosts, Margaret Henney.
Other host, Brian Neal. Here.
And we are back with 2024. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. There's a Larry David thing. I love Seinfeld, Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm. You know his rule, though, right?
No, what is it?
He has a rule that, I don't know if this is in the show or Larry David just thing, is that what do you call it? How long you can do something, it's called something. It's a statute of limitations. The statute of limitations on saying Happy New Year is January 4th.
I missed it.
You're not allowed to say Happy New Year after January 4th. But I disagree with Larry David, and I said, look what I got.
You got new glasses.
These are new ones, too.
Those are
I don't think I had. I know I didn't have them. They're great.
Those are really nice.
These are money, aren't they?
I like them.
I was walking through the mall, and I went to Warby Parker.
I love Warby Parker, too. Their stuff's cool.
And I had my other glasses were scratched. I don't know if I remember that, the lenses, because we did the glasses episode last time, I think.
Exactly.
And so these are all brand new. And the good thing is they're my new prescription.
Well, that's important.
When you're walking around with your old prescription and you can pretty much see everything, but then you get your new one on.
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, holy shnikes, what about it?
Wait, time out. Time.
What?
You don't wear those during football.
No, I wear contacts.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, what are you doing out there during football?
No, contacts.
Blind ass ref?
No, I do wear, thank you, I'll take this as a compliment. I do wear these company issued, the NFL gives us little Oakleys.
Oh.
That are sort of, they're configured for refs, actually.
Yeah.
So they kind of contrast certain colors like green, white, and brown.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really neat. So I wear those. Those have become kind of my on-field brand.
I like it.
That's my deal.
Okay.
So you had a great break?
I had a really
Wonderful.
good break. Yeah,
Yep.
It was so fun. Derek and I, my new husband.
Yeah. My husband. Just say my husband.
I know. We went out to San Diego because his family's from there.
Yeah.
And it was great. And I was telling you this. You're
Yes.
like, we got to talk about this on the air.
We do.
It was a week. And San Diego is amazing. It's such a great place to be.
Yes.
But 5 days in someone else's home in your husband's childhood bedroom, that's plenty.
Yeah.
That's plenty, folks.
You all got married as grown-ups.
Total grown-ups.
Right? So it's not like
40.
you're like, right? And so I don't know the last time that I knew someone who got married and then spent the night as a married couple in the person's childhood bed with the childhood sheets. Please, for America, please let us know the brand of the childhood sheets.
I don't know if it's not like there's like Spider-Man on them or anything like that. They were just yellow.
Are you sure?
Yes, stop.
You swear?
That would feel really gross. I would feel really weird. I'd be like,
yes.
No.
And you said there are trophies and things.
Yes, there's trophies and old pictures and like all this. And his parents were like, hey, Derek, got to clean the room out, bud. What do you want? What do you not want?
That's funny.
Whatever. So it was hilarious. But we had a really, really good time, and it was always great to come home then too. And yeah, it was nice. What about you?
Little house. Oh, it's great. I was saying that you said something that I love. A lot of people talk about this. Is you want to get your Christmas or holiday break to a point where you don't know what day it is. I succeeded. You succeeded.
Yes, success.
Awesome. Just great, isn't it?
I love it. It's perfect.
I said earlier, maybe had one of the best Christmases ever. For no reason other than great family time. Did did everything. We did everything. We saw Straight No Chaser. That's a family tradition of ours.
So Christmassy too.
So Straight No Chaser, if you don't know, so Margaret and I live in Indiana.
Yeah.
And they are an a cappella group of men, 9 of them that originated at Indiana University.
And they're amazing.
Forever ago. And they actually went viral as grown-ups also. So they all graduated. They had this a cappella group, then it disbanded. And then 5 or 6, 8 years after they graduated, a YouTube video they did singing the 12 Days of Christmas went viral, and that put them back together. And
wait, is that true? I did not know this.
100%. Their first official gig was at the IU Dance Marathon. Not the one I did, but when they were there. That's the first time they performed live in front of people.
I believe that, though.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So they're really great. They're fun. They do a Christmas thing. They're really funny and humorous. And a cappella groups, if you've never seen one, is really amazing. Really amazing.
This is a little bit embarrassing to admit, but my friends and I were fangirls of the a cappella group at Butler when we were in school. Out of the Doghouse, such groupies.
Out of the Doghouse.
Out of the Doghouse
is the name of the a cappella group.
Yes,
I need pictures.
I
need
I
pictures
can
of
absolutely
the groupies.
find
That is
it.
so funny.
Oh my God! Through the best parties.
Really?
Oh my God.
Acapella dudes?
Yes, it sounds
Serious?
like it's fake news. Absolutely true.
It is a little.
Oh my God, no.
It's a little fake
so much
newsy
fun.
to me.
So much fun.
My kids know Pitch Perfect like it's their job, so we did.
It's
I set up
so
karaoke
good.
in my basement.
Yeah.
You gotta come over. So I got a drum kit. I got a new drum kit for my birthday.
Oh, that would be great. I didn't go downstairs when I went to your house. We did
You
go into the
should've- I
piano
know,
room when you
right?
had that party.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
fun.
That was super fun. But now I've got both. Well, I have keyboard, but it's in my son's room. But I also have a drum kit down there too, electric drum kit,
Yeah.
and I've got my little mixer set up and 4 microphones, so we karaoke.
Oh my
God. But my kids did
God.
Pitch Perfect. Speaking of acapella,
That's awesome.
Anyway, this is a sales podcast, not a what did you do for your holiday podcast. Okay, so that's it. What did you do for your holiday break?
Okay,
podcast?
tell us in the comments.
People like get to it, y'all.
Yeah, okay, I swear
So
we're talking about sales.
today we're talking a little selfish blind zebra topic here. We did a little selfish video topic last time.
We did.
We're doing a little selfish
theme.
BZ thing. We're going to talk about the sales operating system.
Yeah.
First of all, generically, but then also we're going to talk a little bit about the blind zebra sales operating system. So
BZSOS.
here's what I want to know from you, Margaret. And I'm
Yes.
putting you on the spot. This is Sales Unscripted.
Oh my God.
Does Co-Video have a sales process?
A sales process, yes.
Yes. Do you know how how many steps, or I'm not putting
Oh,
putting
good
on the spot. It's
grief.
okay.
I
You're
don't
not in
know.
sales, so
Nope.
But it's like probably 4 or 5 things that you do.
Yes.
You do a demo, right? You do a thing, and then you go
this and then
budget,
this and blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. And there's a
Usually-
whole like a SOP, standard
operating procedure,
procedure.
SOP. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the process.
Yeah.
And so what we found is most companies have a process.
Mm-hmm.
The easy generic one is there's discovery. There's some element of a demo or presentation.
Yep.
Then there's some element of an actual contract proposal. Then there's some negotiation back and forth, and there's a close, yes or no. It's a very common thing to onboarding step 6. Very common. And so what we find is, so you have a standard operating procedure, way that the steps for that the buyer goes through and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And I know your sales team a little bit. If I were to GoPro camera test the sales team, meaning I recorded everything they did,
Yeah.
my guess is I would see a lot of differences in the way they do the procedures.
You would see a different process
Yes.
for every single
single
person.
one.
And
Every
I'm not
single one.
calling them out.
Right.
It's just, that's just the way it
That's
is. I
right.
think that's probably true in a lot of
Everything.
sales organizations.
Just about all of them, which is the whole reason we created the Blind Zebra Sales Operating System, because what we found was there was this huge gap. So the CEO or the ownership group or the private equity firm, they have this long-term vision for the company.
Yeah.
That backs up into annual goals, revenue targets, and things. And then that gets delivered to the sales team. The sales team takes the targets and the SOP, and they say, go to work and go. And the problem is the procedure, those steps, discovery and things like that, are left up to the sales team and the sales leader. Even if they do it differently, a certain sales leader will coach one person differently than another, or 2 sales leaders, if you have those, they both coach differently. Because there's no structure around the how you do the process. It's just the what to do over the how to do. And so we discovered this little gap here that people know what to do, but where they really need the most help is how to do it. And I'm talking about step by step specifics here.
I love a process.
Ready for a cheesy little example here?
Oh my God, please. You know how much I love cheese.
You love this. But you won't like this because you love going barefoot.
I am literally barefoot right now.
So
I
Margaret
was
has
about to put my leg up, and I don't know if I'm that flexible. I was like,
there are a lot of, there are a lot of performers, like musicians, that perform barefoot. A lot of musicians perform barefoot. We need to make a list of those people.
I connect with them.
You
Here
do.
I am
That's your
performing.
People. You're connected to the earth.
Yes, I'm grounded.
To the earth, you're grounded. So I'm the opposite, actually. I always have shoes on or socks. I hate being barefoot. Anyway, so if I ask 10 adults to untie their shoes, let's pretend they have shoes on, they untie their shoes.
Right.
And I say, 10 of you, I want you to tie your shoes. In about 6 seconds, everybody would have their shoes tied. Fair?
Right. Totally.
Okay. If we rewound the tape and I videotaped every individual tying their shoes, what would I see out of 10 people?
10 different
10
ways.
very different ways to tie their shoes. So everybody knows what to do. Everybody knew to tie their shoes. When they were done, their shoes were tied, but they were done totally differently.
Yeah.
And they were done different for different reasons. And then the outcomes that you get are different.
That's true.
So people that tend to trip on their shoelace, double knot them. There's a reason why they do that. But this other person who also trips on their shoelace doesn't know that, so they trip on their shoelace. Or someone has what do you call it when you overpronate? And so someone adjusts for that, so they do tighter up front. This person doesn't know that, so we don't know all these things.
Okay.
All these details get lost in the freedom to say, Here's the goal. Go get them. Here's the process, the steps, discovery, but there's not the how to do the process.
Yeah, totally.
Enter the Blind Zebra Sales Operating System. This is what we've created.
Sorry, I had to do that noise.
And so you always have to do a noise, don't you?
I love
noise. You do. Mouth noises and snorts and everything.
Well, you're over here like making this big announcement, and I want to be like,
sorry, can I tangent?
Fireworks.
We need the roadcaster, but can we do a tangent?
Yeah, of course.
Are you?
Where do you think you are right now?
Do you get annoyed by like mouth noises when people eat?
Yeah. Why? Are you about to tell me that I'm doing that?
Oh, no, God, no.
Oh, good.
I am so hypersensitive. I'm not sensitive to most noises. Food, when people are eating and chewing, even with their mouth closed, I can't deal with it for 10 seconds. I had to turn. We have some members in our family who make a lot of mouth noise when they eat. And I had to go get music on the other night because it was too quiet. I'm like, someone get the Bose, man. We got to turn. I can't hear this. And it wasn't anything like it was like mouth closed stuff. But even with mouth closed, you can make some noises. It's brutal, isn't it?
I'm looking off camera because Brian's son is here right now.
Nikki,
and
it's not him.
I'm like, is it you?
He knows who it is and not him.
Okay, not naming names.
Not him, not
Nikki.
naming names. Nope. But not Nike. Okay, so we go back. So we create this operating system to fill that void there. So now we have a process, a 5-step process, but now discovery, everybody knows step by step. And when you see this in the book, and it's in about a 92-page book now.
Yeah.
A big one that has it literally, and most salespeople go, I'm not doing a 92-page book. Well, I've got 10-minute videos that come along with it.
Ooh.
Very easy to understand instructions.
Video.
And fun. You like video, don't you? See,
I do.
Magic word. Did you ever watch Pee-wee?
Oh, yeah, but it's been so long.
Oh, my God. Remember the word of the day, the magic word?
Oh,
what did they say? Remember when someone would say and they'd freak out? Oh,
I don't remember.
You know, Pee-wee started as a very inappropriate character on HBO. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, Google. I can't even say some of the stuff that
Wait,
Pee-wee
for
did.
real?
100%.
Wait,
Pee-wee,
HBO was around when Pee-wee Herman
Pee-wee
came out?
Herman started as a skit act character thing.
Did not
for
know that.
adults that is not okay. 100% not okay.
Okay, I'm going to go YouTube that later.
We have to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Pee-wee's, you look at his HBO stuff and it is not okay. I'll tell you off air because some of it's just not okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
All that to say there's videos for it.
There are videos for it. So, but don't let that scare. It tells you what to do. Now, here's what I love.
Yeah.
As we're generationally shifting. So the Gen Xers are getting out of the way. The Millennials and Gen Zs are coming in.
Yeah.
Millennials and Gen Zs actually want the step-by-step process. They actually appreciate, tell me what to do.
Yes.
Don't tell me to go find them on LinkedIn. Don't tell me that. Tell me how to find them on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So in the past, Gen Xers, we didn't need that. I'm like, shit, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. That's how we were raised. Well, that doesn't work for this next generation.
Mm-hmm. You know, I want to interject.
Please.
One of the reasons I feel like why is efficiency is actually incredibly important to younger generations.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's what we talk about.
Efficiency is so, because they're used to things happening quickly, right? Things like, remember when we would get online and be like, you're connecting.
Yep,
and we would just sit there and be like, it's connecting, it's fine.
Just waiting.
They would lose their
that's
minds.
Funny. That's so true.
Because
isn't
they're
it?
used to things happening so quickly, so instantly, and so efficiency is very, very important. They don't want to screw around with figuring out the how. If you have the answer, unlock that and be like, here, just get it done, man.
Yes.
So,
and they always ask, it's so funny too. Now, being the Gen X dad, they ask me like, I go to my son, go set up your LinkedIn profile. What's LinkedIn? How do I do that? I'm like, Google it, man. Google right? GTS. Google that shit. So we've created these tools step by step so people know, and the tools are all branded around things that people want to do. So you want to, how do you get an appointment on LinkedIn?
Oh, is that one of the series or one of the chapters or whatever?
They're all called tools.
Okay, we're calling them tools.
They're all trademarked. It's a LinkedIn appointment generator. Sounds like a lot. They're actually on that. The most steps on that. There are 17 steps, but there's a point where if you don't have a certain thing, you jump to step 12 sort of thing.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Tells
It's a recipe book.
Exactly how to get a warm introduction via LinkedIn. Not how to sell, not how to cold call, none of that. How to ask Margaret for an introduction to Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Very directly. It even has a template email for you to wordsmith and everything.
Okay, Yay.
Thank you for clapping. Thank you.
I'm clapping because it's
how
normally...
do you clap, by the way? That's a thing.
That's not, this is not how I clap.
How do you clap?
I clap loudly.
For the show. You do? Oh, you cup. You're a cup clapper. Now that's what I do.
There's a pop to that.
That's right. But you're a cup clapper?
Well, it depends how I'm clapping.
Funny.
If I'm sort of just like, yeah, all right, sounds good. If I'm at a basketball game.
Yeah, okay. Do you clap right to left or left to right?
Right going to left.
Are you right-handed?
Yeah, I'm right-handed.
That's an interesting thing too, isn't it?
What about you? Which way do you clap?
Yeah, right to left.
Oh, there's no.
Right to
This
left.
feels
right goes to left.
like I'm just
go left to
patting
right.
my hand. I'm not clapping. I'm just giving it a little tap. No,
Do you like woo at the Butler basketball games? You're like, woo!
Do I woo?
You know what I mean?
I just want
You scream at the
Mariah
Butler
Bear
basketball.
is listening to
I
this
know
right
Mariah.
now, and
Hi,
she's
Mariah. I love
laughing
Mariah.
because
you're-
not
are
only
you the
do I
screamer?
woo, I'm like standing up, I'm cussing at the refs.
At the
I'm
Butler
like,
basketball games?
yes,
Oh,
I love
that's
it.
so
I'm
great.
obsessed. This is why if I ever have children, which would be wonderful,
Yes.
I am. It's gonna be so hard to be a sports mom.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to be like, have you seen those videos of?
Oh.
Okay, speaking of side note, who's that coach? That woman coach for LSU?
Oh, yes.
Who is
It's,
like she wears
yes,
crazy outfits and
100%.
she's completely
awesome.
insane.
Yeah.
I love her,
Yes.
and I'm like, is that
Yeah.
gonna be me? Like out
as
there,
a
like,
mom.
oh my god.
We'll have to talk before.
So,
then.
okay.
That's what's
okay.
killing the sports world right now is the lack of officials in Little League sports because of moms like that. There's a massive shortage of sports officials that they're starting to cancel games now. Another side.
What if I'm just yelling at my kid?
Well, that's fine. Yell at your kid all you want. Don't yell at your kid and say, "Hey, tell the ref to get a freaking job." Don't do that. You know what I mean?
I won't do that. No, I won't do that. Okay,
No,
okay.
that's on the sidebar. So
Anyway.
operating system, and I love that you said it's about efficiency because that's really what it is. We the two words, this
Totally.
whole thing, clarity and efficiency. People don't argue those, do they? They just want that. No one says, I'd really like to do this in a very vague and ambiguous way. I'd really love to make this as complicated as possible.
Also, speaking to these like young folks, this makes me feel so old saying young folks, but like way to not gatekeep stuff that you know is going to get them the results that they need, because it's totally like it is very kind of like up in the air when you're like, you can generate leads from LinkedIn. People are like, okay, cool. Tell me how.
It's step by step.
It's like, and to have that not like be unlocked
Yes.
is just like
Yes.
amazing. I'm
Yes.
super excited. I can't wait
That's
to see
awesome.
it. Can
It's
I
awesome.
see it?
100%. Yeah, I've got
Okay,
the
cool.
book downstairs. I'll actually show it to you. Yeah. You'd be amazed. And that's not my style. What's funny, it's full. When I left Procter & Gamble, at Procter & Gamble, when at the training class, you got an AFTRB, a lot of acronyms. AFTRB, you know what that stands for?
No.
Another fucking 3-ring binder. That's what you got at training. And then you got it through training, and then you put it with your other AFTRBs that you never look at
Never
again.
look
That's
at ever again.
So I was always anti that. But what I'm learning is that we got to shift our mentality. People want that now. They want the documented step-by-step, tell me what to do and how to do it, don't they?
Yeah.
And you give it to them. The great thing is, too, they do it.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
But then after a while, you don't need it too,
You
right?
don't totally. It becomes right. It's second
You
nature.
learn it. It's
Yes.
just there for you.
Yes.
So, okay, I'm going to prompt you. You didn't ask me this, but like, okay, what do the people do to get this?
To get what? Oh, for
Like
the BZSOS thing.
BZSOS.
Oh, sure, yeah. So here's another part I didn't mention.
Yeah.
Is we are actually also certifying coaches to teach the BZSOS within their company.
Okay, that's cool.
So people can. So what we're going, instead of me coming and coaching everybody, we're like, we've got this manual now, and there's also a coach's guide. There's like a
Totally.
teacher's edition that not only tells you how to use the tool, but tells you how to teach the tool and coach the tool for your people.
I love it. I love it.
And
I
then
love
they
it.
have live. So it's what do you hate buzzwords like I do? I hate buzzwords.
Some of them, yes, I do.
Robust is a very technical. That's right. It's a very robust platform.
I kind of like the
Full
word.
service. I know you do. Right. It's a very robust solution. Yeah. That and Santa Claus is robust. That's about it. Like tech solutions and Santa Claus are the only two robust things. on
What?
the earth.
Robust is something you can use to describe wine.
Oh my God! You did not just say that. You did not just say.
It's very robust.
Oh,
the bouquet
my
on this
God.
cab, so robust.
You did not just say you can use robust.
I love to annoy
my
you.
God, you went to Butler. You so went to
Oh.
Butler. You're. Oh my gosh.
So robust, this LaCroix.
Excuse me. My father's a physician, and I drink wine.
Oh
and
my
I go to
God, you
Butler's.
make me sound insufferable. I hate
See,
you.
what the hell does insufferable mean? I don't even know what that means. Swear to God, I'm a state school kid. Dumb it down for me. I'm from Evansville. What does insufferable mean? I'm not making this up. I have
You
a terrible
seriously
vocabulary.
don't.
I swear to God.
like you
what is
can't suffer it. You're like, oh my God, like you are just like, I can't handle you.
What's the simple way to say it? Like,
Someone's insufferable. You're like,
see? You just can't do it.
I don't know.
You can't dumb it
I
down.
can't dumb
you
it
can't dumb
down.
it down. Stay up there. Go ahead. Ivy League of the Midwest, right? Butler Bulldogs. Here we are. Ivy League of the Midwest. Both of my
That's not
podcast
true.
hosts are private school big logo or big
Yeah?
word people. Oh God, Bill is
Where'd
such
Bill
a
go?
big DePaul. with a W.
Oh, okay.
He uses words
not
I've
to pull.
never heard before ever.
Yeah, well.
That's really funny that you use
fancy.
robust to describe wine. You know what I need? You want to know how I drink and describe wine? Watch this. That's pretty fucking good. Yeah,
I'd drink
top
that.
it off. That's good.
I'd drink
That's
that.
good
That's
shit right
yummy.
there, right? That's Evansville for you. That's Evansville robust.
God, that's so funny.
Blue Nun.
Okay,
There's a
wait.
wine
So
haven't heard
you
of.
are.
Okay. We're certifying people.
Wait, I'm getting you back on track. we are
we're
certifying
coaches in the company. So let's use
Amazing.
CoVideo as the example.
Yes.
So CoVideo, someone, whether it's Elizabeth, you,
Yep.
you might have a sales enablement person along with you. 2 or 3 people. We always mandatory 2 because if someone leaves or something,
smart.
always certify 2 minimum. Some will go more. Come in for 3 days of certification. That sounds like a lot. It's not.
I don't think it does
at all. You're with other companies and other sales leaders and sales enablement people here for 3 days in Indy. You get certified in the tools and how to teach the tools.
Yeah.
Then you go back to your shop. We teach you step by step what to do, how to run your kickoff meeting, how to do your 2 huddles, how to do your walkthrough. Everything is there. And then we also have a live coaching call with me once a month for everybody running on the system.
Amazing.
A Q&A
okay, cool.
open. It's for both the coaches. There's one for coaches and one for, we call them the players, the salespeople, the players.
Okay, so if something comes up, we've got questions about it. What about this?
If you're on the deal, you're also, it's 911 access anytime.
Listen, can you also imagine as a sales coach here, because one of the most difficult challenges, I'll tell you this as a leader too, is onboarding new people.
Oh, 100%.
Can you imagine having that part of your onboarding and training just taken care of? Because you already have other shit that you've got to do, right?
100%.
But imagine if that is already set and you're like, here you go, learn the system. We all use it. It's going to be like a shared language for everybody.
It's done.
Incredible.
Yep. Language or knowledge checks in the LMS. It's in an LMS. Everything's in a learning management system.
Wow.
So you get access
this
to that.
is official as hell.
You're going to die. When you see it, you're going to be like, you did this? Like,
You're over here talking about 3-ring binders, and I'm like,
and a learning management system,
videos and an LMS
and a
like,
knowledge check.
Let's go.
You're gonna love it when you see it. You're gonna be like, can't believe we did this. My team: Sarah Selfridge, instructional designer, brilliant woman, awesome. Colleen Kelly, who ran project management and all things details and stuff like that.
Yes.
And then Skip Lyford, same deal, marketing, design, branding, and then I just gave them all the content stuff.
Amazing.
Great team. We certified our first 7 coaches in December. We're doing our next round. We're certifying 10 coaches at the end of January.
Okay.
And then we're just going to have, I think we have 6 certification options this year in 2024, the recording of this.
Wait, time out. So what do people do? They hit you up on LinkedIn? Do they go to your
website?
Yeah,
so either one. So they can either shoot me an email, Bryan, Bryan, at blind-zebra, or they can go to our website, and there'll be emails and form fills there if they want to do that.
Okay.
They can email Stephanie, STEPHANIE, at blind-zebra. Make sure you put dashes in the zebra, blind-zebra.
That's gotten me before.
And LinkedIn, for sure. You can DM me on LinkedIn. It needs to be a company sizable enough to have a VP or 2 VPs of sales and some regional salespeople and a sales enablement person. So think like revenues would be on the low end, be like in the 20 million, but more close to 70, 100, 150, 200 million. That's the range.
Got it.
Call it from 10 to 100 salespeople in the org.
Okay.
Would be kind of that sweet spot, ideal place for us.
I'm just asking you because I feel like people are going to blow their lids over this. Like I think people are going to be super excited.
You just need to see it. The best thing to do is just see it because you can always look at it and go, we're not ready for that. Or we'll tell you you're not ready for that. There are certain, if you don't have a sales process built yet, or like we've had some startups approach us. I'm like, you don't need to spend your cash on this.
I love that they're excited about that. They're already thinking that, but there's some things to do first.
100%. There's some baseline stuff. You got to get some customers. If you're, in that startup phase or friends and family raise, it's too soon. You're a startup in a schedule Series A, or you're in a private equity firm, like a portfolio, kind of a Midwestern, like a 1 million to 10 million EBITDA. That's what private equity people say. That's a great candidate for the operating system. So. Super I can't
wait to see it. You'll show me after we're done, right?
I will.
Okay,
absolutely.
good.
Yeah, after we're done recording. So
good.
So that's it. So thanks for letting me talk about the Blind Zebra Sales Operating System today on Sales Unscripted. And we had a lot of unscripted there.
We did.
Right?
The whole thing was,
it
as
really
per
was,
usual.
Right? They're like, did we ever get to the content? I hope we didn't turn people off.
We did. Nah, hey, they can always fast forward.
Okay. And rewind.
Love it.
All the above. Re-listen. So Blind Zebra Sales Operating System.
Check it out.
We'll see you.
Awesome. Bye, guys.